What makes a tiger the terror of the forest? It is not just its strength. It is the ability to end a hunt before the prey has any chance to turn the situation around. Join us as we witness some of the most terrifying tiger attacks ever captured on camera. Silence is the ultimate weapon that makes tigers one of the most efficient predators on Earth. Rather than relying on long pursuits, they depend on stealth to get as close as possible to their target. The silent hunter lowers its body, uses trees as cover, and advances one step at a time with almost no sound. Thanks to their thick paw pads, tigers absorb nearly all noise, allowing them to approach undetected. The distance closes to just about 3 meters, and in an instant, the attack begins. A tiger can accelerate to around 50 to 60 kilometers per hour over short distances, more than enough to end a hunt with a single assault. The prey has no time to react. Only in the final moment does it realize the hunter is there. In the dense forests of India, the tiger is an apex predator feared by every species. Using its striped coat as perfect camouflage, a tigress silently blends into the grass while patiently watching an unsuspecting troop of monkeys. Then chaos erupts. The monkeys scatter in every direction, but not all of them are fast enough. One falls behind and becomes the tiger's prey. Deep within the vast forest, a tiger moves silently while hunting. It does not rush, because mistakes come at a price. Unlike lions or cheetahs, tigers lack the endurance for prolonged chases. They rely on short bursts of speed, meaning they must get as close as possible before attacking. Hidden among dry grass, the predator waits patiently. The deer sense danger, but they cannot identify its source. Alarm calls ring through the forest. The herd erupts into panic and flees. And in the middle of that chaos, the hunter has already chosen its target. There is no escape. Hidden behind dense vegetation, the tiger waits patiently. It can remain motionless for up to about 30 minutes while waiting for the right opportunity. Every movement ahead remains under observation. The deer continue grazing without concern, completely unaware that danger is drawing closer. One individual moves too deeply into a risky area, and that mistake becomes impossible to undo. In an instant, the attack is launched. There is no chance to escape. And only seconds later, everything is over. This is the harsh reality of the jungle. The line between life and death is as fragile as a single breath. Mistakes are not tolerated. Both predator and prey must fight until the very end to survive. To approach cautious prey, like a wild boar, the tiger moves through tall grass with extraordinary precision. Its focused gaze follows every movement of the target. The prey continues feeding, unaware that it is about to become another predator's meal. Then muscle power explodes into action as the hunter surges forward and cuts off the prey's ability to breathe. The confrontation ends coldly and decisively. The tiger is the only big cat that is exceptionally fond of water and is an outstanding swimmer. For that reason, bodies of water often become natural traps, where prey can be forced into a disadvantageous position, with no route left to escape. After many days of unsuccessful hunting, this hungry predator finally spots an opportunity.
But also shares it with aggressive male. This is his story.
Its eyes quickly lock onto a herd of sambar deer ahead. The herd panics and flees. The instinct to survive forces them to scatter. One individual breaks away from the group and rushes into a waterhole in search of an escape route.
Would attack immediately into the water.
But that proves to be a costly mistake. In the water, the prey's speed and reflexes are noticeably reduced, but not the tiger. It remains agile, precise, and just as dangerous as it is on land. The tiger surges forward, capturing the prey. Within seconds, the prey is completely subdued. Moments later, it is dragged onto the shore.
Yestertrites, nearly 200 kilograms in weight.
Tigers and crocodiles do not always confront one another, but when their territories and water sources overlap, conflict becomes difficult to avoid. Both are apex predators, ready to attack whenever an opportunity appears.
Tiger and crocodile.
Tiger cubs must constantly move from place to place to avoid threats. This time, the mother tiger is forced to lead her cubs across a lake, the only path to safety. Through the murky water, She moves cautiously, keeping the cubs close beside her. Tigers can swim for miles, but for young cubs, every step carries risk. The water's surface appears calm, but beneath it lies the crocodile's domain. Then the nightmare erupts. With a bite force reaching 2,000 pounds per square inch, powerful enough to crush even the strongest skeletal structures, the cold-blooded predator clamps a young tiger cub within its armored jaws. The mother tiger's anguish quickly turns into fury. The mother tiger charges forward, unleashing the strength of a body weighing more than 220 pounds, while long, sharp claws grip the crocodile's head, attempting to restrain its dangerous jaws. A fierce struggle breaks out, and the determination of a mother defending her young is formidable. The mother tiger's sharp teeth sink deep into the thick hide as her entire body presses the crocodile firmly against the ground. At Kanha National Park in the Kisli region, a tense confrontation unfolds. A male gaur charges in to aid another member of the herd. But the charge misses its target. The sharp horns accidentally cause the animal to lose its balance. The predator immediately takes advantage of the opportunity. The decisive strike follows. And within minutes, the unfortunate animal becomes a meal. In nature, an attempt to help can sometimes become the cause of an unexpected loss. Facing a predator is already a challenge, but for this injured gaur, the situation becomes even harsher when it is surrounded. Although tigers are usually solitary during the cub-rearing period, a mother tiger may allow her offspring to participate in a form of practical hunting training. The young tigers rush in, targeting the hind legs, the area most likely to destabilize the prey. The massive gaur tries to fight back, but at a weight of up to approximately 2,200 pounds, every movement becomes slower when under pressure. When the moment arrives, the mother tiger joins the attack. She charges from behind, restrains the prey, and pulls it to the ground. And in a familiar manner, a precise bite is delivered to the throat, compressing the airway and major blood vessels. The prey loses its chance of survival. Often described as a living tank, the gaur is the largest wild bovine in the world. An adult male can weigh approximately 2,200 to 3,300 pounds, with dense muscle mass and curved horns, reaching up to about 31 inches in length, a highly dangerous weapon when provoked. With tremendous charging power and strong herd-based defense, an adult gaur has very few natural enemies. But deep in the forest, every rule has its exceptions. When a solitary predator appears patient, precise, and relentless, even this fortress of muscle must face a life-or-death challenge. A tiger silently moves through a territory spanning approximately 8 to 39 square miles, searching for a hunting opportunity. It does not take long before it spots a herd of gore giants of immense strength. It quickly identifies a herd of these massive bovines. The chase erupts. In an instant, the tiger locks onto the neck the critical target area. Its jaws clamp down, restricting breathing and blood flow to the brain. As oxygen levels drop, the prey rapidly weakens. Every effort to resist gradually fades away, and the massive animal eventually collapses. Tigers have ruled Asia's forests for thousands of years through strength, stealth, and extraordinary hunting skill. But today, even these apex predators face a threat they cannot overpower: habitat loss, deforestation, and climate change are shrinking the wild landscapes they depend on to survive. As forests disappear, so do the countless species that call them home. Protecting nature means protecting the future of tigers and the fragile balance of life that sustains us all.